Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and we have here with us the Honor 6 Plus, which comes with a very unique dual bionic 8 megapixel cameras at the rear, which is the USP of this phone. In this video, we are going to talk about all the features, aspects of this phone, including the display quality, camera quality, audio video playback quality, performance, benchmarks, features, gaming, design, build quality, and everything that you need to know about this phone. Let's get started. I'll start with the design of the phone, and it is something that catches your eyes at the first. It is very elegant, beautiful, and simplistic at the same time. It uses premium materials like metal, glass, and composite materials at the back. The back comes with a texturized material which looks very smart, and in the sunlight or the outdoor light you can see the texture which looks very nice. It is slightly reflective, slightly glossy, but at the same time very upmarket. The quality of materials that have been used are very good and very tough in terms of strength. You get high quality plastics, metal, polycarbonates and composite materials all around on this phone and give it a very good visual appeal. It is just 7.5 millimeters in thickness and is a unibody design. The back does not come off, and the SIM card slot as well as memory card slots are provided on the side. These are metallic trays which come out when you put a pin or a SIM ejector tool in the pin holes. The power or wake up key have been provided on the right hand side, followed by the volume rocker on top of it, both of which are finished in metal. On top you have secondary mic hole for noise cancellation, an infrared blaster with which you can control your television, home theater system and other devices, a standard 3.5mm audio port, an 8 megapixel front facing camera for high quality selfies, standard earpiece, and there are no touch capacitive keys on the bezel. However, the keys are a part of the software interface itself, which looks very nice and is very easy to use as well. On the front you have a 5.5-inch full high definition display which looks very smart, and the USP of this phone are these cameras. These are two or one pair of 8 megapixel cameras, so these both sensors are 8 megapixel, very high quality sensors, and they give very good aperture effects. I'll show you in the camera section. There is also dual LED flash. This is a very vivid full high definition display of 5.5 inches with very good viewing angles, and it comes with a pixel per inch density of 401 pixel per inch. The color quality and the contrast is also very good. Let me give you a video playback just to show you how good the quality is when it comes to the display on this phone. In my opinion, it is one of the best displays in the price segment. It's very vivid, it's very sharp, and at the same time it looks very good as well in the video playback. Let me give you an audio quality test as well. So let's play a music track here, and I'll turn the volume to maximum. It comes with DTS surround software which is inbuilt on this phone. The speaker is provided on the rear bottom here. It is fairly loud and audible. The clarity of sound is also very good. Now let's talk about one of the best features of this phone, which is the camera, which is very powerful and very unique. It comes with dual bionic 8 megapixel camera at the rear, which comes with a lot of interesting modes. First of all, it's very fast, it's very quick, and it is very sharp at taking pictures. This is a picture which I have just taken, and the clarity it delivers is simply superb. But the strength lies in the dual bionic, which gives you very sharp pictures as well as ability to focus on any part of the image even after you have clicked it. This is an image that I have clicked in which there is a near object which is out of focus right here, and there are far objects which are slightly in focus. So if I zoom in, you can see the rear objects are in focus. But if I have to change the focus, I can do that even after taking picture. Just click here, which lets you change the focus point and also change the aperture in the image. So you can have a really wide aperture or a really narrow aperture, which will change the background defocus effect. For example, if I want all my focus to be on this front object and if I want the aperture to be really high, I can do that. And it also gives me ability to colorize or texturize the background. I can make the background go black and white just with the press of a button. It puts some filters and makes the background very different, gives a very nice and cool effect to the pictures. You can do it with your pictures, you can colorize, you can make them look very artistic. If you want to set the focus at a different point, you can also do that. I have taken multiple pictures in the same configuration. So if I want the focus on the rear instead of the front like this, I can tap here, select my focus point as rear, say this object here, and I can change the focus point in such a way and aperture in such a way that everything else goes blur, and I can put monochrome on everything else while this object which is in focus will remain the center of attraction. Now let me show you this image closely. This object is now in focus and looks very sharp while everything else is almost monochrome. This is the kind of power this camera delivers you, and it's very good. At the same time, it comes with the very simple controls. You have wide aperture mode, you have normal photo mode and the video mode, which allows you to take full high definition videos. Just with a tap of a button, you can choose from multiple modes, which includes panorama, burst shot, super night shot, etc. It gives you a lot of modes to choose from. And the front facing camera is also a very powerful 8 megapixel sensor. It comes with a software feature which lets you focus towards the camera. So it will ask you to look here and it will give you 3 seconds to pose, so you always capture a good picture. It is by default on beauty mode. It takes very nice pictures. It's also very wide, so you can take group pictures with your friends if you want. Let me quickly give you a camera sample of the same. So this is a picture which I have just taken, and comes out to be with lot of details and clarity in image. I can also show you some samples which I clicked earlier, and as you can see, there is a lot of detailing in the picture. It looks very nice and captures a lot of detail around me. So in terms of quality of front facing camera and the rear facing camera, this phone is simply superb. Let's also look at the performance specifications and benchmarks of the Honor 6 Plus. We tested with Antutu version 5.6.2 and we got an impressive score of 44,271, which is very impressive. In terms of rankings, it comes very close to the likes of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, OnePlus One, to name a few. It is powered by a high silicon Kirin 925 octa-core processor clocked at 1.8 GHz, which is fairly powerful. In terms of GPU, it uses Mali T624, which is again a premium series of GPUs. It comes with 3 GB of RAM, which is top of the line and is found only in the flagship phones. It comes with 32 GB of internal memory, and there is also memory expansion available. If you are not using in dual SIM mode, you can put a micro SD card in the SIM 2 tray. If you are using it in a dual SIM mode, then you cannot put a micro SD card there. It comes with a lot of sensors to support, which includes direction, gyroscope, acceleration, light sensor, e-compass, proximity, gyro sensor, and also linear acceleration and rotation vector sensor. So it is fairly loaded when it comes to gaming. It has got all the sensors that you would ever require for an immersive gaming experience. Let me also show you graphics benchmarks, and then I'll show you some gaming action on the Asphalt 8 Airborne. On Nina Mark 2, it scores a perfect 60 frames per second, which means that it is capable of handling any game with ease. Now let me show you a demo on the Asphalt 8. And as you can see, it plays really well when it comes to heavy games like the Asphalt 8 Airborne, and it is doing an excellent job. Now let me observe does it heat up while gaming or not? So observing closely, there is some amount of heat at the back, but it is equally distributed and there are no hot zones. It is slightly warm at the back, but it is not very uncomfortable. So when it comes to gaming, this phone is fairly loaded and comes with a lot of muscle to play the heaviest of games. When it comes to software version, it runs Emotion UI on top of Android KitKat. The Android underlying is not the latest at 4.4.2, but at the same time the Emotion UI is fairly optimized and is very simplistic and user friendly. It is easy to use. It gives you a very nice and flat UI where you can create folders to organize your apps neatly. You can quickly change the home screens, you can move the home screen, you can move apps, organize them in a way, and it is very responsive and fast. For quickly looking up for any app, you can just swipe like this and search for the app. For example, if I have to open a certain app, I can just type a few initials and it will open the app for me. It is very fast. There is also a multitasking switch which has been provided, which lets you quickly switch between applications as well as kill applications by flicking them upwards. It is a very easy to use, user friendly and simple UI. So if you are someone who wants simplicity, this phone will not trouble you at all. Signal reception and call quality, this phone does not trouble at all. We are using the Airtel 3G network in Delhi while we are testing this phone. Let me give you a quick demo of a voice call. I'll put it on speakerphone to give you an idea of how loud and clear it is on speakerphone.
Airtel, the smartphone network welcomes you to one-to-one care. All menu options have been changed. Please listen carefully before making a choice.
It uses two microphones, one of which is on top, which is for noise cancellation, and the primary microphone is down here next to the charging port, which is for picking up your audio. It gives clear call quality on both the sides because of the noise cancellation feature that it offers. Let me also give you an internet browsing experience. I'll quickly search for our website, which is Intellect Digest, and we'll show you how well it renders when it comes to loading websites. Intellect Digest is an image heavy website which uses a lot of graphics, so it usually takes some time when it's loading on any smartphone, but this seems to be doing a good job. With 3 GB of RAM and a lot of graphic processing power, the scrolling is very smooth. There is no stutter in terms of graphics processing. The scrolling as well as zooming in out, pinch to zoom gesture is also very nice. This brings us to the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. And for more such videos, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. If you have any more queries, questions, suggestions, please drop a comment in the comment section below. We'll get back to you. This is all we have on this one. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.